Hey guys, so I decided to grade my Poncho Pikachu collection with PSA, and these are the raw cards right now. These are the cards I will actually be sending in to PSA. This is actually all 9 of them, all 9 of the full art ones. These cards came out between 2015 and 2016, so about like 8 to 9 years ago. If you actually went to Japan back then, maybe even in 2017, you could have actually found them at the Pokemon Center in one of the many Pokemon Center locations in Japan. And after conversions, they were like around 25 US dollars. So they were very affordable back then. But because of the Pokemon boom and the collecting craze recently, these cards have seen a crazy increase in value. So I've actually graded cards more recently, and I think I've had pretty good results. So I've reached that point where I feel like I have a good grasp on grading and I know what grade the cards can get. So for the first one is the Mario Pikachu. This Mario Pikachu full art, it came out in 2016 actually, and then it actually came out in this box right here. And then that, obviously that's the Luigi box and then all these other boxes. But this Mario Pikachu, after examining it for a little bit, I don't think it will get a 10. I feel like if I was an honest, harsh grader, I would probably give this a 9 maybe? I would give it a 9 because it's a little bit off-centered left to right. And then the backside, there's also a little bit of whitening at the top, and it's unfortunate. The whitening, you could say maybe could have been factory error, or maybe back then, like 8-9 years ago when I was transferring cards around. So yeah, I think this one will probably get a 9. We'll show the results whenever the cards come back in. So that's the Mario. The Luigi. I had this Luigi for a long time. I had it sealed in the box, and then back then I decided to open it after like a couple years because I wanted to show all of them on the page in my binder. And after examining this one, honestly, this one looks really clean. I think the centering is better as well. I think there's actually no whitening whatsoever on the back from what I saw. And I'm confident this one will get a 10. You know, maybe if it doesn't get a 10, then I guess I'm wrong. But I believe this one will get a 10. This one is the Mega Charizard Y Poncho Pikachu, and this one came out in 2016 also. This one also looks very clean. This is probably one of my cleaner Poncho Pikachus, so I actually am confident this one will also get a 10. There's no whitening whatsoever, no surface issues. Centering is pretty solid as well. And yeah. Same thing for the Mega Charizard X Poncho Pikachu. This one is very clean as well. I think the centering is very solid as well. I think I'm confident this will get a 10 as well. I just think the centering isn't as good as the Charizard Y Poncho Pikachu, but I still think within the limits of a 10. No whitening whatsoever as well. So yeah. The next one would be the regular Rayquaza Pikachu Poncho, and this one is also pretty clean as well. I think the centering is not. I think it's within the limits of a 10, but it is not as clean as the Charizard Pikachus. And then there's a little bit of a white dot right there, like a little speck. Very hard to see on the camera. Very hard to see, but a little speck. But I have a feeling it could still get a 10 with the little speck. So we'll see, I guess. We're just going to cross our fingers for this one and hope it gets a 10. The next one is actually the black shiny Pikachu Rayquaza. And this one, also both of these actually, if you bought the Rayquaza Pikachu Poncho box, you would actually get both of them. Both the black one and the green one here. You get both of them. And I think this one's also clean. This one, I believe the centering feels a little bit cleaner than the green one, but still within limits of a 10. And then there's like a little white dot, I believe there's a very small speck right here as well on this opposite side. So yeah, we're just gonna cross our fingers and hope to get 10s still. So yeah. This is the Pretend Pikachu Skull Grunt Pikachu, and people still call it a Poncho, but in the name it's called Pretend Pikachu. It came out in 2016, and this is actually the only Poncho Pikachu that is from the Sun and Moon era. The rest are from the X and Y era, but this one's from the Sun and Moon era. And I remember going to Japan, and I picked this one up in 2017 at the Pokemon Center. And I think at the time there was also like the Rayquaza Pikachu box still there. And this one looks like a clean 10 as well to me. No whitening whatsoever, no surface damage, solid centering. So yeah. And then the last two are the Mario and the Gyarados Poncho Pikachus. These ones came out in 2015, and they're actually the first Poncho Pikachus to exist, the first full art Poncho Pikachus. The Mario, they both have good centering. I think the Mario, or I don't know, sorry, I mean the Magikarp. They both have good centering, but yeah, there's a little bit of there's no whitening on this one, but there's like a little dot here. But I think this can get a 10. Worst day, the grader is having a bad day and gives me a 9 on this one, but I think it's more likely a 10 than a 9. And then this Gyarados Pikachu, both of these actually came out of the same box as well. And at the time, I picked these up maybe for like 60, 70 bucks back in the day for both of them, sealed. So like I paid about 30 for each of them. I guess I should have mentioned, but all of these Poncho Pikachus back in the day, I got them for about 25 each, which is awesome. But yeah, this is probably the worst condition one I have. Straight out of the pack as well, but there's a little white dot. It's bigger than a speck, and it's like right in this little corner. I don't know if it's hard to see. Maybe not. The focusing is not good, but I'm just gonna let you guys know that this one will probably get the worst grade, and I assume it will probably get a 9. On a good day, if I get lucky, it would still get a 10, but it just comes down to the grader. And yeah. Hey everyone, so it's been about 2 weeks and I got my PSA returns back for the collection of Poncho Pikachus that I sent to PSA. If you guys didn't see the grade reveals for the Poncho Pikachus in the YouTube short, then I'll show it again for this video. So here are the 9 Poncho Pikachus, and then I'm gonna do a breakdown as well. Alrighty. So, let's see. So for the first Poncho Pikachu, it was a Mario Pikachu, and the card got a 9, which was expected. Of the 9 cards that I sent, I thought this one was the most likely to get a 9. If there's a chance that if it got a 10, then awesome. If the grader was very nice to me that day and I got a 10, then awesome. But I believe a 9 was expected. It was a little bit off-centered, and then I remember there being like a little white dot on the back. But this card, I ended up paying $25 for it in 2016. And then it costed me about $300 to grade this card. So I got upcharged up to $300 for this card. And the value of the card now for a PSA 9 is $5,500 roughly. So yeah. The next card is the Luigi Poncho Pikachu. And this card got a 10. And this card was a lot cleaner than the Mario. It was very centered, and the 10 was what I was expecting to get for it. I got this card as well for $25. The PSA ended up upcharging me $300 for this card to grade it. And then in a PSA 10, this card is worth around $6,000. The next one is the Mega Charizard Y Poncho Pikachu. I also got this card for $25 US in 2016 as well. They ended up upcharging me $300 to grade this card, and then a PSA 10 for this card is about $5,700. I'm just gonna lay it out like that, and then the next one is the Mega Charizard X Poncho Pikachu. I thought this was arguably the cleanest Poncho Pikachu card I had. You know, I'm not too sure, but you know, there's a chance that I would like to believe that there is a chance that if I ended up grading it with Beckett, it could have gotten a black label, but I just wanted to get all of them in PSA slabs. This one I also paid $25 for in 2016. They upcharged me $600 for this card, which is a lot, but I guess it's because you have to insure the card when they're being sent back to you. And the value for a PSA 10 for this card is like around $6,800 to $7,000. So I would say it was worth it. Okay. Alright, the next card is the... I guess I might as well show both of them. The next one is the Poncho Pikachu Rayquaza, the regular version and the shiny version. They both got 10s, which is awesome. They both got 10s. I believe a 10 for the green one, for the regular version, is around 5,100. And then for the shiny black one, it is about 5,800 for a PSA 10. I remember buying both, I ended up buying the Poncho Pikachu box, the sealed box, in like 2016. And I got it for like maybe 40-ish bucks on eBay at the time. So really it costed maybe about 20 bucks to get each of these Poncho Pikachus. And then it was about 300 to grade each one of them. So I'm in on each of them for about 320 each. And then, yeah. I guess we'll put it right here. Alrighty. Maybe, yeah. And then this one is the Team Skullgrunt Poncho Pikachu. I actually got this card when I went to Japan. I visited Japan back in the day and then went to the Pokemon Center and picked up the sealed Poncho Pikachu box. And yeah, this one got a 10 as well. This one got a 10. This one also comes, when you buy the box, you also get this full art version and the half art. And then I ended up grading the half art back then as well. So yeah. This one was $25 US, and then it costed me about $300 to grade it as well, and a PSA 10 is around 4,300, I believe. Alright, and then the last two are the Magikarp and the Gyarados, and they both got PSA 10s as well. I actually thought the Gyarados could have been a 9. Even the Magikarp possibly could have been a 9. But I guess the grader was nice to me and gave me 10s for both. I remember buying both of these. These ones came out in 2015, but I got them in 2016. And at the time, I got them on eBay for about like 70 for both of them. So they're roughly like 35 each. And then it cost me 300 to grade each one. And the PSA 10 value for a Magikarp here, the Magikarp Poncho Pikachu is about 4,100, and then the Gyarados PSA 10 is around 4,300 for a PSA 10. So yeah, and that would be all of the ponchos. That's 9 of them right here. I guess the breakdown for it is, after adding up the total value of all the graded cards, it was roughly around 47,500 in value. And then after shipping and the upcharges, the total grading fee was 3,021. That's what PSA charged me. And then I believe I did the math, and after adding up all the cards when I bought them in 2016 roughly, the cost to obtain all of these Poncho Pikachus in raw form or ungraded form was about 233 back in the day. So in total, I believe the total cost to get all of these back in the day, or I guess not back in the day, but the total cost for me to get all of these graded and obtain the cards was, I believe, 3,254 US dollars. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully this video was something cool for you guys to listen to. It would be really awesome if you guys subscribed, leave a like, comment, tell me how I did.